What up? Still getting used to my new mute button. So yeah. Hey, how's it going? I'm TubbyGeezer. We're doing Divinity. Yeah, time management is not my friend. I have way more work than I thought to get prepared for my big family gathering tomorrow. So, or technically my wife's, but we've been together long enough it's both of ours. Long story short, this is gonna be a quick stream. I'm gonna be streaming about 2 hours of DOS, and tomorrow it'll be 3, and after that, life is going to calm down a lot. And Sunday, I've decided to make up for this entire week being absolutely bonkers. I'm gonna be streaming from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. about twice as long as normal on Sunday, and I will be playing a little bit of this, a little bit of Path of Exile, and I'm going to reinstall Fallout 76. I want to see what changes have been made, and I want to check out the BR. Don't know how long I'm going to play it, but it's going to happen. So, that's a thing. Anyway, onto the game. We're going in this portal.
Yes, just as I hoped. There she is. There it is. Come, don't delay.
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Oh, you don't even keep anything in your vases, dude? Come on, man. Get it together. Last chest?
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Could be.
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who
that level 20 chair, though,
that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
Well, that's not nice.
My reaction exactly, milady.
Okay.
It was their arrival
Apparently
here
that's
at
the
the end
thing.
of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
If you're truly the Weaver of Time, I imagine you already know the answer to that. I'm curious to just do that and see what she says.
If any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and goings, I could describe them down to the minutest of details. But you are different. Of you, I see nothing. I know nothing.
We exist outside of time?
So please, do tell me, how did you arrive here?
Okay. It was a stone, a strange stone, that zapped us from where we stood in rebellion to this plane among the
A
stars.
stone? So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Yippers!
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work.
Apparently we're not part of your work, lady.
Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source Hunters, it would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
What is the Starstone?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
A little dramatic, but okay.
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes, though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
We are Source Hunters of Rebellion. We have a mission that doesn't involve chasing down magical stones. No, I think saving time itself is pretty important.
Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void.
Easy peasy, in and out.
Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
I mean, yeah.
So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
Not but a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now
Rivellon.
we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
We can't deny our reaction. There must be something to all this, mad as it may seem. Yeah.
We can't deny our reaction to
Oh, right.
Starstone.
They talked for
There
this,
must
I
be
forgot.
something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
No matter how improbable, anything is possible. If the Weaver tells the truth, we have some serious work ahead of us.
The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. But
Yeah,
you'll need
okay.
a way to travel between
we
Rivellon
go.
and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days.
Sure.
Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
The Weaver of Time said our finding Starstone helps her weave the tapestry once more. How is that possible?
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void, I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
Okay. Can I talk to her? Oh.
How welcome you are upon this in the ethereal threads of eternity. Do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you.
Okay. Oh, rift travel. You've opened the homestead.
The Weaver of History.
This works like a waypoint portal. Select the end of time to teleport to your homestead. Okay, so back to Cyseal. See what on earth is going on.
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space.
Arhu's
Nice to have found a shelter,
Nice.
wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zixzax, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
I mean, I don't not want to do this, but I kind of want to, like, finish the whole counselor thing first.
So it is, and so it should continue to be. For I suspect his foul murder and the plight of dying time are somehow interconnected.
Okay, worked out better than
Dark
expected.
webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek.
True.
That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way.
Yeah, how did you find out Jake was a Starstone collector?
While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his house and had a look around.
How dare you?
The advantage of being a cat, you know.
Oh.
You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name.
Why is it so particularly nice for us to have found a shelter somewhere?
Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, savoured all too seldomly.
I wonder, do you put absolute credence in the words of Zigzag's time void the looming end?
Let me phrase it like Zigzag's might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing.
It's not death, it's nothing. Death is something, it's nothing.
I'll not pretend to have all the answers, or that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution.
Okay.
If Zigzag worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I lays beside the hearths of home.
How did you become Zigzag's agent?
I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you.
Okie doke.
Oh, before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzag asked me to give to you. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin. Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Literally only one white cat in the entire world. Pyramids are linked to each other and always come in pairs. Open your inventory and use it to teleport to its pair. Plot thickens. Counselor Jake collected Starstone. Quite right when he says it can hardly be a coincidence. Could the reason for his murder be linked to his collection?
Unknown to all time, are you? Leave it to an imp to try to fill our minds with all manner of magical gobbledygook. I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed
magical
order
source
in
hunters.
Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma is solved.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Oh, if what Zigzag says is true, and we really are affecting the tapestry of time, I certainly want to know more. There, Medora. Just because you aren't unknown to all time doesn't make you any less special to us. Yes!
What are you? You think I'm... No, comrade. You can keep the honor of being the object of the Space Imp's special interest all to yourself.
Oh, I love it.
I just hope this fancy of yours doesn't interfere with your real job, or have you forgotten that little detail already? You're a source hunter first, last, and always, comrade.
That doesn't have to be one or the other, lady. Okay, I need to do some things. I need to... Here we go. Cure wounds, battering... Okay, that's fine. gotta make sure everyone's stuff is on here. Yeah, I haven't messed with her at all. Ranged power stance, ricochet. Your poison. Okay. Oh, I can move these. It's amazing. I mean, that shouldn't even be amazing, but it is amazing. Okay, and also Medora doesn't have a resurrect scroll. Okay, let's give... Man, I really don't know what to do with all this, to be fair. Do you have an empty bottle? Okay. Actually, hold on. Give to Tubette. Oh, and she's already got a bunch of arrows. Does Tubette have any arrows? Wait, she's got a bunch. I want to make sure that she's got a bunch of stuff. Oh, we have to equip her. What are her skills in? Bow Tenebrium? Expert Marksman. Lore oh, she's got Lore Master. Well. Man, I don't have anything for her. I don't want to even their stuff out, but... Medora's got full gear, right? Yeah, I mean, mostly. You just didn't have a weapon. Alright, that's weird. Anyway, let's do it. Okay. Let's try this. Western beach near the entrance of an ill-omened cave. Kind of just want to, like, check out some quests and stuff. Like, a lot of this stuff is just... Oh no, let's use the teleporter pyramid.
My gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
Intimidate. I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat. I didn't even think about that. Lol. I mean, win a series. Oh, my reasoning is bad. Win a series of rock, paper, scissors matches to convince the other party. Put points in charisma to gain an advantage. Press space to skip. She gets 7 points. Damn. I tried.
A magical pyramid, eh?
That's kind of cool.
Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my house, afore the divines punish you for your aberrant... Out! No!
If she
you
soaks
please!
in flower stink much
This
longer,
room is
deer will
private.
smell this lady from a field away.
Give them your party
I'll
minute
save
to
a
your,
leg
or
of
drop them on the
something good
ground
for
in
when she
locations you want to
begins
reach.
starve.
All right, comrades.
Don't
Nothing to
just
see
stand
here.
there.
Let's clear
Go.
out. Give the lady of the house
Away
a little
with you.
privacy.
We'll have none of that, you hear? What are you still doing here? Begone! Out! No!
How?
If you please. This room is private.
I can't leave. Hold on.
Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you! What are you still doing here? Begone!
Guess I didn't quick save at all. Dang it. Pick up?
Oh!
No, if you please. This room is private.
I just... Oh, okay. Oh, so I can use... Okay, I can use some kind of like fast travel stuff? Like my own personal fast travel? Interesting. Wait, is this the same? This is the same lady.
Oh, fancy that. A source hunter, bud.
Okay, fine.
On the move for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Norman bear.
Oh, that was the lucky thing.
It's you. Just the person to answer a question that's been knocking around my mind since our first...
Okay.
Tell me, Alistair,
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I cannot. Ready to have another.
Not going to be at all concerned. Wait, I can take that? Oh.
Looking good. Appears to be locked.
Can't pick it though? Okay, what happens if I do this? I don't know if there's a purpose to this, but I'm loving it. I'm gonna break my sword. Ooh, yeah, I am. See if there's even anything inside. I'm super curious.
It's official. The Duke of Ferrol is the worst poet in Rivellon.
In his defense, not much rhymes with murder.
Letter from the Duke of Ferrol. Ooh. Dearest Esme. Stuff. The D of F. A lot of innuendo that come along with that. If I'm not mistaken. No, she's got shoes. I'll have shoes. Need an identifying glass. I don't know where to get one of those. What's this? Yeah. Say, I know that she's got Lore Master, but I don't know what a magnifying glass is, so I guess I'll just hold on to that. By the way, give me a second, guys. Okay, chat's working. Just making sure. I didn't know if y'all were lurking or just chat was broken. I'm always concerned about that.
I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things.
You'll be concerned enough when you realize.
So let's go.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Heavenly herring, delicious
Should I
dogfish,
call?
yours for a scrap of
Oh.
potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
There we go. I was just typing to make sure that chat was working, that's all. Why is there a chicken on fire? Can I talk to it while it's on fire?
I'm overheating here.
Wait. That's weird. I don't know if I understand why I got that, like, debuff. Where am I going? God, my direction's so bad. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I know you're busy a lot. I didn't want to not check if the chat was broken. With the way Twitch has been lately. I don't know.
Oh,
been a quiet
what now?
afternoon so far.
What about it? What have you found? Like I said, the girls...
No, same stuff. So nothing new here. Well, true. Warning there.
That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Go back and talk to Esmeralda, maybe?
Attention! About this! To the barracks! Not! Recruit! That was sloppier than Sicilian Performers! Showmen! Show all of them!
Where was the Duke?
Legion's greetings, Hunter.
Same dialogue options.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
I've been told your husband collected Starstone. Care to elaborate?
Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare.
Talk about it.
Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, you would better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous claims.
This love letter seems kind of incriminating.
Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. He's not like Septimus.
I guess that's it. Got a little bit of stuff. I don't remember where the Duke is, though. I'd like to talk to him. Found him once. He's not on here.
Thank the Seven, we've secured the perimeter.
Fantastic!
Oh, something about going to the library and getting...
Word.
Can I put a custom marker? I can, though.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Oh my god, help.
Birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Oh my god, it's a sheep.
Bah! If you think black sheep are weird, try weird sheep.
Good to know. So who has the bottle? I do. That seems exactly like the thing I would want. But never mind. Hey, Hussam, what's up, dude?
Well, what's this I've spotted?
Can't do anything with it. I mean, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have like 20 quest lines and none of them make any sense.
So, which of you is more deserving of life?
Clinic. Yeah, I figure a shovel, but it's not something I've found.
Sigurd's beard, what a find!
What was that? Secure lockbox key. Oh my god, a bucket's a helmet? Minus sight and hearing. I don't think I'll take that. I don't think I'll use that. I'm concerned I'm going to walk around enough, I'm just going to get sick of it, and then I'm going to end up just running out into the wilderness and killing things with no idea why, and then I'm just going to die over and over and over, because I'm not going to do any of the story stuff. That's always my concern, because I don't know where to go. Mortician. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I can kind of... but they're not laid out like that. Okay, so there's orcs on the western beach, but this is like a little side quest, it seems like. I talked to Esmeralda about that. It basically went nowhere, but it doesn't say it's completed. Upon returning... I mean... go look for more star stuff. Arhu told us that he collected starstone. Yes. Something about Maxine. Take the head to Reginald's cellar, except we can't actually pick him up. It's just like... it's like intros to stories. Yeah, none of them... yeah, I mean, obviously. I mean, I guess we could go look at dude's collection. It's probably upstairs in Esmeralda's shop or whatever, but... give it a shot.
Dear me. Oh, how the coast reminds me of my long flame.
Sightseeing isn't so bad on a quiet day like this, is it?
Can I... oh. Nail bomb? Holy crap. And just everywhere I'm walking into, I'm just making people mad, so... everyone hates me. Hooray. Like, this is obviously his collection right here. Star Pebble? Can I just, like, look at this stuff without stealing it? Can't talk about it, can't anything. Aureus doesn't have anything new to say. This is Org.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
I guess the thing is, I'm not sure how many... Like I said, I haven't played many CRPGs. Really, I haven't played any as an adult, and Baldur's Gate was... Yes, I talked to her downstairs about his collection. She was like, oh, weird. Yeah, he had rocks. Huh, funny thing. I know nothing about that. I was like, cool. Good story. You were my one lead. I'm gonna wander this way. See what's over here. But as I was saying, since I haven't played a lot of CRPGs, really any that I've put any amount of time into, I don't know how much stuff I'm looking for answers to and how much I'm supposed to just be like walking in circles until I find something.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
So many deaths.
Hey, wow! I was wondering where that awesome sweaty boot smell was coming from, and here you are. Wow! This is great! I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great! Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? That's my favourite hobby too. You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome, and I'd give him this look like, you smell great. And he'd give me this look like, you do too, Murphy. And he was my best friend. I came here so I could smell Jake again. He smelled great. But whatever's buried there doesn't smell like Jake at all. No, it's definitely not Jake. He was awesome. If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll bark so much! Seriously, so much! You have no idea!
I guess the question is, how much am I supposed to, like, brain myself, and how much am I supposed to, like, be following? So far, I don't see a lot of path to follow. As a matter of fact, if I didn't have the option to talk to animals, I wouldn't know that...
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without
Here
me?
lies Kavanagh. Will they have Sisal pie in the afterlife?
There's gonna be a shovel somewhere, right? Yeah, there we go. That's what I need. Take these mushrooms too. So if I find Jake's
Here lies
grave...
David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive.
Are you
Rest in
playing without me?
peace, darling.
Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
Where are you, Jake?
It's a
Are
rotting
you
sheep's
playing without me?
corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
See, like, if I didn't talk to that dog, if I didn't have that ability, would I literally just have to dig up everything and hope to God to find it? Yeah. So, like, we dug up Jake's coffin, found the sheep rather than Jake's body was buried inside. Clearly, someone made off with the body, but for who and what purpose? It's imperative we find out where the counselor's corpse was taken. Once again, completely useless information. He's not in his grave. He could be anywhere. Let's go find him. Like, really? What are you?
Dear me. How the coast reminds me of my long-fled youth. I sailed the sea. I walked the world.
I mean, can I just do all this?
Jake?
Rest in peace.
Is anyone gonna get mad at me for this?
Jake!
Why was there pie? And which one of these is gonna be a zombie that kills me? Dave, level 8. Oh, stronger than you. It'd be wise to flee. I mean, screw it. I just saved. Why am I gonna flee? I want to see what dying immediately looks like. Oh, wow. What? Murphy goes in? Holy crap. Flanked permanent, level 8. Huge HP. So fire and crushing. I don't want to use that. Why? You're not blocked, you doof. Oh my god, okay. Wait. LOL! I mean... No, nice.
Please assess me, friends.
Okay, I'll just do that then. Funny how I always manage to get stuck on things like these. Haven't been able to tell where it goes wrong so far. Yeah, me neither.
Rest in peace, darling.
All right, don't dig up this one. Dave's a jerk.
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Look here, even a sage and author as renowned as I is flattered when mortals dare among the dead to seek him out. Well, here I am, Nemeris the Wise. You may go wide-eyed with amazement now.
You're an author?
Oh, I've written so many celebrated treatises, but of course you have read and revered the philosophy of death. the diamond in the crown that is my literary legacy.
Philosophy of death.
There isn't a civilized soul alive that hasn't perused its profound pages, percolating with perspicacity.
Can I read it?
You can, and indeed you must. But alas, I was not buried with a printed version of that blueprint of genius that is my inimitably esteemed essay. Never fear, though, for each and every library in Revellon boasts a copy. The gilded cherry on their paper pie.
Well, I haven't read it yet, so I'll be back, I suppose.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Don't mind me.
Back from there, savage! I'll not let you disturb my daughter's peace.
Okay.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
May the seven keep you.
God, another level 8. Okay. I was just curious what was gonna happen, to be fair.
I smell rotten
I just kind of want to know how much this game actually puts into it. I mean, there's plenty of games where you could do something like that and no one would say anything.
Rest in peace.
I'm beginning to assume that everything I do is going to have some sort of consequence if it looks like it's going to. Alright.
The sun is out. Yet, I feel cold inside my soul. Baby.
Okay. That guy had a bomb strapped to his back.
Oh, it goes to and fro, the city's youth. They hustle and
Alright, well I think I'm
bustle,
done here.
while I sit here stagnantly and watch it all go by.
Who are you?
Oh, how nice it is of you. The very picture of youth, to break the monotony of an elder's day. Wild away on this hardwood bench. Pray, let me be forward with you. O sapling rose, O leaf of spring. For my weary mind is troubled, and would highly prize thy gentle-handed assistance, thy kind ministrations. You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards untroubled realms. Oh, you are truly a wonder, oh budding flower of the morn. Yet that which I would tell you is of a rather private nature. So let us escape both the chill and the eye of public scrutiny. Hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the...
Okay. Interesting.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Okay, so we know about the sheep corpse. We don't know where Jake is. We met the ghost of Nemrus, a famous philosopher who wants to challenge someone who's read his works. We met like, I get that this is the first game in the series, and the second one apparently is a lot more like player friendly. Just tell me up here what the name of the work is. I already forgot. He told me 2 minutes ago, and I already forgot the name of the book. Just put it in here. I feel like this stuff, I feel like our player, who's supposedly writing all these things in the journal, is just awful at descriptiveness. Someone's like, I've come across the secret of eternal life, and it's hidden somewhere in the marsh of a Velastr. And you write in your book, crazy dude thinks he's gonna live forever. Like, no! Write down all the things he said to me, you jerk.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
What can you tell me about Jake's murder?
Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like.
Also, where's his body?
I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace. A sheep? That's a whole heap of nonsense. Don't bother me with such wild tales.
Still up there. Okay, saving here. Let's charm him this time. My charm also sucks. Cool. Great. Just gonna skip it. Of course he did. Let's try to intimidate. My intimidate's slightly higher. Yay! Magic!
Come now, there's no need for all that then.
It is silly. I'm just gonna start skipping it. And save scumming until I win. Like, technically, someone could have 100 to the skill, and I could have 1, and eventually I could just F8 and spacebar enough times that I would win. It would just take longer, like, forever.
I buried that blasted sheep, but I swear on my lucky left foot I had nothing to do with that body disappearing. 1 minute it was on my slab, you see. I left the room for just a moment to answer the bell in the front parlour, and when I returned, the body was simply gone. In its place was a sack containing more gold coins than I could even count. The message was clear. Silence is golden. My business has been declining right alongside the rest of our blighted city. And that sack of gold was worth more than I made during one of the good years. I needed cash, and someone needed my silence. I knew I had to bury something or risk being found out. So that night,
Lucky
I stole
we're
into
grave
the market
robbers.
and made off with Bertier's
He'd have
fattest
gotten away
sheep.
with it.
It was a bloody waste to stick so much fine meat into the ground to rot, but it had to be done. The next day, the pallbearers retrieved Jake's coffin, sealed to hide the body's terrible wounds, none the wiser that within the casket lay nothing more venerable than a slaughtered beast.
Point of interest. Not that I think it's going to change anything about this story. He just said he got a bag of coins worth more than he made in a good year, and yet he has to steal a sheep. If it wasn't for you and that silly dog. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it was kind of a that sounds like a Scooby-Doo villain line. I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for this dumb mask and you torturous kids. I don't know, Scooby-Doo. I haven't watched that in years. Anyway. Yeah, he made more money in a day than he did in a year, and then he has to steal a sheep. He could have just bought a sheep and been like, it's for food. Or things. I don't know.
Now, you can imagine I've spent more than my share of restless nights wondering who could have wanted that cadaver and for what purpose. I'm not an inch closer to imagining the why, but I've got a few inklings as to the who. Near as I can reckon, there are only 4 people who could have been involved. Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Theleron's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda.
Why do you suspect the
Plenty
mayor?
of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary.
Interesting.
He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined.
Okay.
Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains.
Oh, that's weird.
Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't.
Evelyn?
I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary, and there was something about her that night, some kind of excitement. Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts, that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager.
Now this is the one I'm curious about.
I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlour. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda.
About that bag of gold.
That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it.
Save. Hand over this blood money before it stains your reputation. No, let's do the third one. Because you stole her sheep. You should have bought it off her. I said that before I even knew this was an option. We're doing it. Oh, look at my reason. Bam! Did it.
Look, there's no need for all that. Take the gold then, and we'll call the rest even, okay?
The death man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
Okay,
She said
we've
it,
narrowed
not
it
me.
down to 4 people. Kind of. At least according to this dude. So... like, so Esmeralda, this guy's apprentice, Aureus. We don't know where the mayor is, which is weird. No idea where the mayor is, and I don't know where Sheep Lady is. That's the other thing, like, why does it have all these specific markers on the map, but it's not putting the ones that we need? Like, automatic...
isn't so bad on a quiet day like this, is it?
It, like, automatically points out certain people, but not the ones we're looking for. Not all the ones we're looking for. That's a fancy looking book. I think the Sheep Lady was this way. Yeah. You have anything else to say?
Milk. I give wool. And what do I get in return? One way or another, they always try to fleece me. Especially that Evelyn. She's out to get me. I know it. Meh.
Okay.
You cares to plead for his very existence?
No, this isn't where I want to be. Kind of. Kind of.
Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant. I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing. But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
I'm not doing your job for you.
Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible.
That's creepy.
I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal. Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loik by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
All right.
What would you like to know? One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought quite the venerable staple of Syceal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Syceal is familiar with Grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family. You are? Ah, I thank you.
Soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far.
Well, I mean, he's a grandfather, so his kids are grown up, so I'm gonna make probably the unpopular, I'm gonna make the choice that Boris is going to be more useful, even though Stephen is apparently... I love it how they're like, he's old and he's about to retire and no longer be useless, but everyone loves him so much. No.
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Yes. Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed.
Boris it is? Yes. I'll deliver the stone.
Pragmatic?
I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other.
Pragmatic sounds a lot like heartless to me.
Thank
no,
the seven.
No, this is highly abnormal. What is this?
It
This
is
lightning.
somewhere. To ruin this particular batch. Too much wormwood.
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it. That strange reaction you caused, blue lightning from a healing stone, I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
I killed your healing stone. You're just gonna have to learn to be a real doctor.
For both of us.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Sorry, I made my decision based off of a one-liner from Wolfenstein, apparently. The old and the weak are doomed. Rude. Okay, so there's sheep here, but... I don't know. Alright. Let's check this out.
Welcome back, source hunters. I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another starstone, haven't you? Go on. Ask me how I know.
Because you talked to the lady that it literally created time.
Aha! Mere child's play when you know what to look for, and luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane? When the dormant portal that led us to this hall sprang to life?
Vaguely.
It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. Soon we'll have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do love a good mystery.
What do you know?
You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No, that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well, the
giant dragon on the other side that wants to kill your face.
No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. Perhaps only a shadow, perhaps more. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with.
By the way, I want to say I picked the worst time to start this game. This game, like, I'm only on for 2 hours today. This game is, oh god, I needed to start this time when I could do like a week of 12-hour streams. Because like 2 hours goes so fast. It's almost been 2 hours. I've done nothing. Alright, so... where does this go to again? To the observatory. There's a lot of portals here. Like, I think that's my big thing. It's really difficult for me. Like, games like this, if just playing a couple hours is killing me because... like, I feel like I'm getting nothing accomplished. I want to keep playing more. Interesting. This is all very confusing, though. Where'd you go, buddy? Ah.
I wonder who awaits you in the...
Hall of Heroes.
What an impressive room.
So it is. A hall fit for kings.
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. Those that deserted me. But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow. Ignorant of your faults, and ignorant of your fate. That it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this. He won't believe me, the fiend.
You dismiss your companions, they will come here to rest.
As I prayed.
Neat. Wait, can I legit take all this stuff? What on earth is the point of that? Huh, interesting.
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer? An eagle-eyed ranger? A stealthy pick? Of course, Chief.
Oh, he lets me just straight up hire people? Like mercenaries? I don't know about all that, man. I mean, I don't know how much of a chance I get, but I think it's way more fun to be able to just, like, find people out in the world that want to join as part of the story as opposed to, like... Interesting.
What's this? I found something.
Fork at the end of time. Wait, what did you find? So much stuff here. Ancient diary. My friend and ally, the war has been won. Our victory is now inevitable, a fact, a certainty. One might say these last battles we wage are therefore pointless conflicts, but if the enemy won't relent to it, so be it. Truth be told, I relish their stubbornness. Give me bloody combat. Give me the thrill of the front line. I shall be the first to break the ranks and be the last to leave the battlefield. But you've been absent lately. It goes without saying I prefer to see you by my side. We shall meet again at the funeral, I suppose. Until then, I've been... Generals. Guess nothing to do here.
Who do you think that creature in there was?
I haven't the foggiest. But the eerie bit is that she seems to know us.
Good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not? Most certainly.
Can you tell me about what seems to be a great banqueting room?
Ah, yes, the Hall of Heroes. Once upon a time, great feasts were held there in honor of heroes graced by the gods themselves. In that room, mortals and immortals dined side by side. I can't think of a better place to gather new heroes, should you come across such rarities, so that when needed, they can serve you in your quest against the void.
Yeah, and who's the lady?
Like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to know you, doesn't she? Perhaps you'll meet her again, and we'll learn more about her, and about you.
Okay. Now back here. I need to talk to... Who do I need to talk to? Let's check this. All of Heroes.
Now, where is my pepper?
Evelyn.
Sprout legs and run away?
Esmeralda. See, like, that's on there. That added for the guy that said he wanted to go to a room. Oh god, I'm being taken to a... I'm being taken to a tavern room, or an inn room by a creepy old man. I'm sure this will end flawlessly.
I've spotted something.
What did you spot? Oh. Moonstone dude. Okay. Wait. Oh no, next one down.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Who buys an entire wheel of cheese? That seems craziness.
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
You're literally
Don't
talking
you
to a
worry,
pillar.
lady. We legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but
the hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with this time? Starstone? I've never heard of. Do you mean to imply he collected something? Well, what do you want to know?
Okay, we're just done talking to her. You would, but you'd have gas for days. I'd be the opposite. I'd be stopped up for like a month. Have to have a wheel of cheese surgically removed from me. In the realm of things that, you know, no one asked for, there's some information. There you go. Okay. Also, I know it's messing me up. I know you can turn the camera, and it's probably horribly useful in combat, but for as soon as I, like, turn the camera another angle, I forget entirely where I'm going. Why? Is it these fires causing it? Setting all the roosters on fire.
Greetings, these...
Don't let that rooster escape. He's already on the menu for tonight.
Chicken has the right to live, too.
The chicken has...
Alright.
Yes, let's pardon him. Just look
She
at the
can talk to
blighter.
animals. She
He
wouldn't be
doesn't
all
deserve
about
the
it.
Knife.
Why did you let my chicken escape?
Because you look like you could use some kale. Quartermaster?
Well, Source Hunter, you come to the right place, you have. I got every... Well, Source Hunter, you come to the right place,
Oh
you
my
have.
God.
I got every style of equipment to fit you from head to foot, if it's a trade you're after.
Me with basically no money. Oh, wait. I need one of these. I'm gonna need one of those. Empty grenade, empty flask. Thing. Oh, also, let's repair this. Okay, everything else should be good. Okay, so who has Lore Master? I think it's... Oh, I have a little bit. Tibet actually has a bunch. It was Bear Daughter. That. 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 I don't have a mage, but still kind of cool. Go around front. I don't know where the mayor is. I've never... I think I've been to every house here, and I've never seen, like, the mayor's house.
Those boots would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
I guess I haven't been down here.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, well, let's talk to Dude and tell him. So, Esmeralda, we didn't have the chance to say anything else about her, involvement.
You, again. Do feel free to depart from Sicil at your earliest convenience.
Wow.
If you must. What about it?
Let's try this one
Have
again.
you found any incriminating evidence against her?
Here we
If
go.
so, it was stolen. Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land?
Well, I was gonna give it back to the woman who he stole the sheep from, but I can't find her.
He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher. You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You dare accuse a captain of the Legion?
Can I just kill him?
Get out! Out! Before I have my men erect a gallows and string up a sauce pinata!
Okay, well, that didn't go as planned. I don't know how long ago I saved. Hopefully it wasn't that long.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed? Caught unawares? Oh,
The hunter returns! I hope you're... Stars, do you mean to imply... So, what piece of... I am as... Well, what do you want to know? Ah, Sicil.
Okay, yeah, she had nothing else to say. Oh, I need to go into the cook's house and buy the stuff. Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought I saved since then. Alright, that's fine. Always with the forgetting to save. I don't want to make him mad, because if it's not him, I still want his help. But at the same point, he's kind of a dork, and no one likes him.
Greetings. These stores are for our lady.
Don't let that roost.
A chicken, huh?
Yes, let's pop.
You. Why did you let my chicken escape?
I don't know, felt like it. Oh wait, Quartermaster's upstairs.
Well, Source Hunter, you come to the right place, you have. I got every style of
need
equipment
this.
to fit you from head to foot. If it's a trade you're after.
And where is it? That. Hair. And goodbye. And is it the same as last time? It is. Okay. For a second, I was going to be like, how... Okay. For a second, I was going to be like, how broken would it be if you could save scum identifying items?
These stores are for our Legion troops.
By the square with all the merchants? Ah, okay.
To leave the city is to
You know what, let me do
venture
that
into
first.
danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Again.
It's right here. Let me do that first, because I don't know if it's going to make a difference.
Thank the Seven, we've secured the perimeter.
What is in this place? Oh, that's her shop.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
The muscle?
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance. Source hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finding. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now
we go.
before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me
No,
herd.
not really frustration. I just kind of like quick loaded something that was farther back than I expected.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Buy your stolen sheep.
That louse! Did he even bother grilling a single luscious chop? I bet he wasted every last morsel. Captain Aureus will have a thing or two to say about this.
Inject some vim into your routine.
Little Bo Birchia lost her sheep. Hold on. But we didn't give her any of the money. Oh, we're jerks. We're just literally starting drama for the sake of starting drama. Jerks. I mean... And to be honest, my frustration is how little I'm gonna get to play this weekend. Don't think my frustration is that I'm not enjoying this. My frustration is that I have so little time this weekend to play games that it's driving me absolutely nuts. I want to sit down and spend like 10, 12 hours with this game, and I just can't. Since I started streaming, this is probably the most hectic, crazy weekend I've
Head
had.
honcho legionnaire! The source hunter says that creep Robert stole my sheep.
And?
Well, aren't you going to arrest that stinking thief?
I'll have a talk with him, madam.
Oh, kind of a dick.
Ah, the source hunter. Oh, still not finished with that sort. Well, have you found it was stolen?
Okay, here we go.
Gods, what a fool. He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher.
Mayor?
You suspect the mayor? Dear me, you couldn't be further from the mark if you lay the blame on a paraplegic cow. The man raised a foundling orc out of the goodness of his heart, you dolt.
Yeah, that would work too. I think I like the day extender more than the trouble and chore removal, because I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy, like, it's gonna be enjoyable going to the grocery store and buying 8 pounds of meat and making burgers out of it and then cleaning up, and like, I like doing that stuff because it's like the sense of accomplishment. If it was just removed, then there would be no sense of accomplishment. But I'll take the day extender, please. Like, maybe 32 hours a day, that would be good.
Evelyn? Master Theriron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash more bothersome than a badger down your breeches. No, she doesn't seem like the type to play hide-and-seek with stiffs to me.
Well, I'm gonna just say it. Yeah, okay. Arg, rar. Let me go see what's in all the other houses. I thought they might have been locked, though.
To the barracks, march! Recruits, that was
This was where, like, the crazy homeless guy was that sold all his things because the statue said so. What?
Can you spare a coin?
Also, I don't think I found the library yet. Huh. Can't do anything here.
You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Step right up!
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. It won't be the worst.
What do you think you are?
Yeah, this...
By the seven.
I can't pick up the head because everyone's watching, and apparently nighttime doesn't
like someone
exist.
who's ever been serenaded by a severed head?
No, I'm good.
Step right up!
This place
And see the amazing
is the clinic.
Sicil's only sentient severed head.
Pretty sure these two houses over here are locked. That's Evelyn's house. Evelyn's house. Do anything? Gotta be a way in there, right? And then this house, which I'm pretty sure is entirely locked up. Locked. Locked. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I don't know where the mayor is to talk to him. Esmeralda's not giving me anything. Is there more stuff up here? Kinda, that's the great... Well, it's beyond the graveyard. Like outside the walls, though. Yeah. So maybe the mayor doesn't even live in this town? That would be weird.
In the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
I'm kind of curious what's down here, though. Can go in here, and I saw this earlier.
Well, a source hunter. A very hearty welcome to our humble warehouse.
have a look around. And don't mind if I pick your brain about the scoop around Undervale. I'm behind on my current affairs.
Yeah. I saw this at the beginning, but for some reason I didn't notice it was a warehouse. I thought it was going to be like a dungeon, and I was like, I don't want to fight things just yet. And then I got caught up in 4 hours of talking to people. Tell me about yourself, Florius.
I tell you, this gig sure beats getting my toes bitten off by zombies out in the field.
What is that accent?
We warehouse guards don't have to do much apart from stroll the perimeter a few times an hour.
Combination of things.
And of course, every now and again, some friendly folks, like yourself, will wander through here. And nothing beats a pleasant conversation, though my comrade Horatius has quite different opinions on that matter.
And what is Horatius's opinion?
Have you talked to him? Thinks every man, woman, and child who steps foot in this place wants to rob it blind.
I do.
If I so much as greet a townsperson with a hello instead of a state your purpose, he starts frothing on and on about godly duty and security breaches.
I like you, man. You're gonna let me steal everything.
This Jake business is quite the scandal, no? I myself suspect his wife, Esmeralda, and the butcher seconds that, let me tell you. Then again, and you didn't hear this from me, he's going through quite the nasty divorce himself, and there's his children to consider.
Butcher, eh?
But I imagine his youngest, Kimberly, won't mind. Never did get on well with her mother ever since the incident.
Keep talking, dude.
Oh, it's an unparalleled pleasure having a fresh ear around here.
I'll be that ear. What do you have? I can buy your armor. For a reasonable sum, and you have no money. You're useless to me.
Report! Keep your pleasantries to yourself. What are you doing inside this If it's conversation you're looking for, I'd recommend my comrade. As for myself, my job is to protect this warehouse, not chit-chat with intruders.
We already know about you. You seem to have strong opinions.
That idiot man-child would sooner spend an hour chatting up a thief than a minute arresting him. I only hope he gets transferred out of this warehouse and straight to the perimeter. Let him rot off as zombies here instead of mine. Nah, even thinking of him turns one into a gabbing hen. Please, leave me be.
What do you sell? You don't even have leather armor. Dude, he's doing so much better than you.
Back again?
Oh.
Well, a source hunter. About time the council took us seriously. Maybe you can start with the two idiots hiding their pet orc here.
Why do you have wine and 2 arrowheads? What about you? You seem
Salutations!
important.
Source hunters, I see.
Source
I'm
hunters.
Sergeant Curtius, proud protector of this house of Legion goods.
I love that voice, and it's in so many games. Salutations! Can you just say that over and over and over, please? Who are you?
Curtius is my name. The Legion is my calling. This is a storing house.
There's
for
so many
Legion
different
supplies.
accents in this game.
Perhaps
I've seen
the most
like
important building in the realm by my
Irish,
and others'
Russian,
and
English,
I, Sergeant Curtius, have been trusted to guard it.
and some others. That's pretty impressive. Can I kill you? You're level 6. You're probably level 4. And even more, Moira's level 2. What am I supposed to do with all these swords and weapons when I can't kill a thing?
Cast your gaze instead upon my fair, fanged filly.
Charmed orc? What are you doing?
Ah, who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets?
Someone went to the Sean Connery School of Voice Acting, apparently. Well, I mean, yeah, and I killed the orcs at the beginning. Yeah, that was... Like, how many microphones did they go through because he literally drenched them in spit? Orcs are predators, not pets.
One day, Moira. One day
Super
you'll
Scottish.
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
Reeks of orc stench.
There can be only one, as I've heard. Let me tell me about yourselves first. I want to hear this amazing Scottish accent.
Maybe before the great orc raid we had time to indulge Niniush's idiotic obsessions. But now we're needed at our posts. I can hardly believe I've been wasting time protecting an orc when I should be running them through.
Okay, it's not that bad. That first line was kind of terrible, though.
Excuse my friend's violent outbursts. He hasn't enjoyed a woman's touch in quite some time now. It makes him a bit edgy.
Don't you have a lady orc? Is that what... What is going on?
Your woman's touch is less of a loving caress
Okay,
and
it's
more
bad,
of a
never
claw
mind.
shanked brutally through the throat. I'll take my chances as a bachelor, thanks.
Okay, what's this about a charmed orc? A lady orc at
My
that?
friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes.
This is definitely going to be a death by snoo moment, isn't it?
Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her.
Oh my god. You just, like, you literally bought her things and now she loves you. How many tropes are we going to go through in this one conversation?
A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored. I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army.
My god.
Of some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
Oh, wait. What? He completely lost the Sean Connery in his accent. For like half of those words. Not gonna lie, the orc-lady is the best voice actor in this scene.
Ah, I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose the once-in-a-lifetime deal. I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
You see what a fool my friend has been.
Now it's back.
Spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquilized monster into our midst to boot.
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement? I'm sure the effects of the potion will be everlasting, as printed.
I'll tell you what I think.
You see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shave him from his murderous darling.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
Alright. Kill the orc or let her live. I mean, to be fair, I'm not gonna miss these characters if the potion wears off and she slaughters them horribly. And how can you say no to that? Oh, let her live, man. Get some information about the orcs from her before she kills you all.
Let her live. If that potion were truly worthless, it wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place. In this docile state, she may prove to be a source of valuable information.
Sure.
You're right. The information she provides could well turn the tides here in Sicile.
Hello, Medora, you have something to say?
Bravo! I trust not only the potion, but my scaly sweetheart in and of herself.
You're going to regret this. We're all going to regret this.
Yeah, you are.
A man in love with an orc? Blummin' bullfrogs. Is he blind, stupid, or both? Imagine the hell-sent mongrel that'll crawl forth from that union. Why didn't you put her down while you had the chance?
Honestly, because some men just want to watch the world burn.
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sheiks.
She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Only in hope that Tamor can be useful indeed to the war effort. As for the possibility of those two reproducing, fie on you for making me imagine such horrors. Yes. Is that a Louisiana drawl? Wait, for who? Oh, for her? Yeah, kinda. She has kind of like a southern U.S. sort of accent. It's interesting. Imagine the budding horns on its sickly greenish skin. By the 7, I hope we haven't made a mistake in letting her live. Yeah, this is good.
Like bringing a wolf to a hen.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Fire on yourself for not preventing the whole affair. You better hope their little mixed breed doesn't grow up with the strength of an orc and the wile of a man. An orc and a man. Next, you'll be telling me one of you lot wants to marry a turtle.
I mean, we'll see. I don't care.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
It's easy enough to gain new strength and was carrying an entire teams on one's shoulders. Oh man.
Come
now. Oh, let's be. It
I
depends on the
suppose
turtle.
Your
Yeah.
example has inspired me to reach heights I never before envisioned.
That inspiration hardly flows one way, my friend.
We're gonna make sure that our two, like, chosen characters like each other. I think Medora's gonna just up and leave at some point. Alright. This right here is where we leave it for today. God, I want to keep playing. This is so good.
She wouldn't hurt a fly. And I won't let you
Oh, just stop talking and make me want to stay here. Okay, guys. Also, happy eating, Hussam. Real quick, here's how things are gonna go. So today was 2 hours, tomorrow's only gonna be 3, because tomorrow at 3 I have a huge family get-together that my wife and I are stupidly putting the entire burden of planning and putting together on ourselves. So yeah, tonight I have to clean and cook for, we're both gonna cook for 16 people and get that already. But tomorrow at 3, I owe you a burger. I mean, look, there's gonna be tons of them. I'll take pictures. I'll take pictures of the burgers. Promise. So today is just noon to 2. Tomorrow is noon to 3. Sunday, I'm gonna be streaming from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna do 8 hours on a Sunday, where we're gonna play some DOS 2. I'm gonna play some Path of Exile, and I'm going to check out the Fallout 76 BR. Not because I think I'm gonna like it, but because morbid curiosity is an incessant bastard that just, like, lingers in my head, and there's nothing I can do to get it away. So, Sunday is going to be weird. I'll probably do, like, 3 or 4 hours of DOS, a couple hours of Path of Exile, and, like, just a handful of games of the Fallout BR, because, I mean, if nothing else, I can at least show you guys. But